Awesome. No, that's really good. So I guess to end things off, like children, like son, daughters that are raised in the West, do you have any specific cultural traits that, or Pakistani cultural traits that one you think should try maintaining as they progress? Because as you're raised here, it's you forget those some of the cultural values,
Yeah.
or might forget some of them. So do you have any ones that should you think should be or try to be maintained as people grow up here in the West?
Look, I think what should be maintained is a very subjective
Yeah.
thing, right? Like, I can tell you what I have tried to maintain as my family, right? So
Yeah.
I feel that for us, something as like Eid, for instance, right? Or Ramadan or Ramazan, whatever, however you wish to pronounce it, is a cultural or a religious element that I've made sure that we maintain in my house. And one way to do that is I think we probably celebrate that more while being in Canada consciously than we did in Pakistan. Because in Pakistan, everybody's
Yeah,
celebrating.
this
Like
happens. Yeah, exactly.
Eid is a holiday for everybody, right?
Yeah,
So you don't need to make that extra effort to make it special because it is special.
yeah,
We have to make that extra effort to make it special here. So for example, we've got a very close, tightly knit group of friends in Canada, and all of us are in a very similar kind of life stage cycle, right? With married with kid or kids in similar age brackets. So what we make sure is that come Eid, all of us are to whatever extent possible taking off if it's not a weekend or a public holiday, right? We take off, we make sure that we gather together, we exchange gifts, we dress up in like our cultural traditional Pakistani clothing, we will have the Pakistani nashta and everything, right? We've tried to maintain that, and the result of that is that my kids are very excited about Eid, right?
yeah,
Because they know that this is like an event that happens. So that's like at the macro event level. I think there's a ton of stuff that happens which is cultural and value based that I at least try to maintain in my house on a more regular basis, right? And when I say I am including my wife in here as well because she's
yeah,
equal, if not more, of a driving force towards these values. So, for example, I want to make sure that both my kids, their sets of grandparents are in Pakistan. So a week should not go by without them having some form of contact or connect with them. So those types of values of respecting elders, having that connection with family back home, hold that very dear to me. And I want to make sure that my kids do the same as they grow up as well.